for the students, when the students get in their group for the Centrr, and one of the students picks a number, and then they'll have a whiteboard, something similar to this, and then they'll just take turns guessing the letter or the numbers based on the numbers that were previously used. And then as soon as they guess the letter, they switch to somebody else picking a secret letter or number until everybody in the group gets a chance. And then the next activity is race for a flat, and they'll be using number cubes, and then also a place value board. And this is one for each group, one for each pair. And then they will also get bags of the place value models, and each bag will have 20 rods, 2 flats, and 30 units. And they will be rolling the number cubes to see how many units they take, and then they'll keep adding the units onto their board, and then they gotta know when to make the switch over to a rod, and then make the switch over to a flat. And then they just keep taking turns, and the first person to get a flat will win. And then the other activity is called playing place value, and it's using technology. So I'll have, hopefully in my classroom I'll be able to have a few computers in the back of the room, and then I'll have a website up that has place value manipulatives, and they will also have their math journal, and they'll go to the website and they will use the tools to build certain numbers, and they can build whatever they want using ones, tens, and hundreds. And then in their math journal, they will write what number they built, why they built it, and any difficulties they had. And then they would also write how many ones, tens, and hundreds they used. And then they would also draw a picture to see if they can think of any other manipulatives they can use for place value. And then the other activity I have is Measure Me, and they'll get a box of the Unifix cubes, and then they will use this recording sheet. And here there's just a couple of questions that they will answer before they actually do the activity. They will answer how many cubes do you think it will take to measure your partner, and then how many cubes they think it will take to measure themselves, and then why do you think you will have the same number or a different number than your partner. And they will go ahead and use the cubes to measure their partner, and then answer a couple of other questions, just kind of critical thinking to see the relationship between the number of cubes and maybe the height, just different relationships that they could find doing this activity. And then the last activity is base 10 riddles, and I don't have a handout or anything, but they'll just look at the riddles on the board, and for example is, I have 23 ones and 4 tens, who am I? And they will answer these in their math journal. And then after they're done with all the activities, they'll get a star and put it next to their name. And also on the star, they will write the number of the center that they completed. So that way I'll know who completed what. And then also I will be going around with this assessment sheet and just putting the number of activities they completed and any comments as well. Not too much in detail, so I can just kind of keep an eye and see what they're doing. And then also during these activities, they will all know the role 3 before me to ask their classmates any questions before they come to me with anything they need help with.